declassified information into the supernatural, or creative lies? You be the judge as we try to separate the fact from the fiction. Welcome to Feary's Creature Archive.
Fourth dimensional Earwig.
The fourth dimensional Earwig is both present and not present whenever it enters our third dimensional space. Its true appearance is unknown, as it's a fourth dimensional being, which means it's always changing. Even in the third dimension, it is always moving, even while still, as though another is continuously growing out from within it. It has the ability to teleport whenever and wherever it likes, so it's impossible to keep captive. This creature is extremely dangerous, and it has a habit of teleporting inside the ear canal of humans and eating its way into their brain. While inside the ear canal of its victims, it can communicate to them through telepathy. It claims to be 87 billion years old and is silent on all questions asked to it except what is the meaning of life, which it answers, never-ending suffering.
Taunting embodiment of inevitable death.
The taunting embodiment of inevitable death is a form of death which embeds itself into the victim's dream, mocking and taunting the dreamer of their own mortality and taking great pride and enjoyment, stating that the dreamer's soul will soon belong to it. This entity takes on the appearance of a human male figure made out of solid shadow and wears black, yellow and red face paint, perhaps resembling the style of an unknown extinct malevolent tribe. Its face paint is impossible to accurately recreate in the real world, as the dreamer can't remember the style. The only details about its face the dreamer can remember are the three sharp colours and its menacing smiling face. Although a physical entity within the dream world, it is harmless and stays somewhat civil. When this entity enters someone's dream, the dream becomes lucid, allowing the dreamer to communicate without fear. However, the entity will ignore all questions and continue to taunt its victim of their inevitable death and one day owning their soul. The only option for the dreamer is to move on, but once awakening, the victim has a much better understanding of death and life. Despite the high chances of triggering a deep depression after meeting this entity, the victim accepts their mortality and views the entity as a wake-up call to life.
Old Man Madman.
Old Man Madman claims to be 616 years old. He rarely speaks, but when he does, he opens every conversation with, "I'm not mad, but I am hell, and you will listen." It's said that Old Man Madman is the physical form of dementia itself, the confused energy of every person that dies, which is then all assembled into this form. He can be seen mumbling to himself about times of war throughout human history and continuously pacing back and forth in a hunched over position. He is unable to be harmed and often lashes out at people for no reason. He is never seen without his saw that he uses as a deadly weapon. Old Man Madman is also a bit of a trickster, lurking people in by tricking them that he is blind and needs help. When his victims are close enough, he then bites their ear and sometimes starts sawing at their legs.